seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Brought down wide at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Rush right in his face. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who...
Intercepted! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception!
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Can't get him to the ground. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Out wide right, it's Hop. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass, it's Chambliss. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll run the screen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end. A quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Uh-oh, look out. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Gill.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds his man on the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Humphries.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding his zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They get to him as he throws. Had to force that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Bowens. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Dropping back, it's Stockton. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Number 91, set to kick off.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires left. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Lacy. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Lacy. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Now on the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Go straight ahead. They put the brakes on him.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads in the nick of time. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. At the 45, on his way. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Could be an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught, it's Humphreys. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Trying to run, it's Bowen. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 91, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacey. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Is incomplete. Offense facing 4th down.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Left side is Frazier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Stockton. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. From the gun, it's Lacey. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 23 team, the Houston Cougars.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Release to the back. Nice way to knock that one down.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left. It's Gill. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quarterback keeps it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Left side is Frazier. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line. And that shove saved a touchdown.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. and finds a soft spot. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Lacey. He'll push his way out to the 30. A pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Calls his own number. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Lacey. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Rebels need to pick it up on 4th down. Motion from the back. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a crease. It's Bowens. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And the RPO got him. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Phillips. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the 4th quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Tells to run, wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The run inside. It's Lacy.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the wideout. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Gill. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Drops back on 1st down. Between the hashes, it's Lacy. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Snapped on 4th down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Frazier again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Handoff for Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to take it back. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Left side is Haas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Right side, it's Gill. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the